Hey everyone, I am Mike of mikeandtessplay, and welcome back to the Pokemon Sword Rival Run. Last time, we defeated the Chichester Gym, and sadly failed to claim victory in our 7th rival battle against Tess. But that's okay, because now, we're on the way outside. Now we've got some interesting things to do today. One of which... That battle was brilliant. That gym leader was tough, but you had no trouble. Chichester has some really great restaurants. I got some things I want to talk to you about, so let's head to a restaurant to celebrate your win. The name of the restaurant is Bob's Your Uncle! I love Bob's Your Uncle. I mean, who doesn't? It's a hilariously named restaurant name. And of course it's still snowing here in Chichester. It's all nice and pretty, and now we get to go to this funny restaurant. With a Centiskorch just there. Got that gym badge, Mike. Nice one. Oh, hey, there you are. Oh, that was Sonia. I've been trying to find out more about the Darkest Day in the Sword and Shield Pokemon, but still no luck. Wait, hold on! There's another mural-ish type of thing. No way, what's this? An absolutely fantastic poster! Exactly, Bob with his brilliant smile must be part of the legend! Wait, what do you want to... Don't confuse me, she's got a Wobbuffet face! I love it! The heroes look sad, and where are the sword and shield? What was the meaning of this picture? An end of the legend? Perhaps when their duty was completed, they went into some kind of sleep. Based on those statues we saw back in Stow on Side, the sword and the shield were actually 2 Pokemon, right? When did you see them? That's right, that's my take on it at least. You remember the Pokemon we met that day? Do you think it could have been one of them? Either the sword or the shield Pokemon? You met them? Come on, you know what I'm talking about, right, Mike? I want to be sarcastic. No, I don't know what you're talking about, Hop. No idea. Not so sharp when it's not about battle. Do you remember that mad Pokemon we ran into in the fog that day? Do you think that could have been it? Oh, that's right. You lot have been in the Slumbering Weald. I only started on this journey because my Gran told me to, but this is turning out to be too much fun. You've got to tell me more. How about we discuss this over a meal? Go on, what do you want to eat? Let's get our orders in. Kinda sad we don't actually get to see them eat. Because that's a fun-looking restaurant. Fascinating. Alright, the next thing to do now that we're done eating is to have a look around Chichester. Let's inspect the hero's bath. Yes, because clearly looking at a bath is the best way to discover things that happened in the ancient past. This tourist attraction. I mean, so far everything they've visited has been a tourist attraction. So, the hero's bath. They say this is where the 2 heroes came to soothe their wounds after the battle to bring down that evil presence long ago. Nowadays, only Pokemon really use the hero's bath, though. Gee, I wonder if that's a hint to anything. Who exactly were the heroes that bathed here? I think I'll have to look into that. You 2 met a mysterious Pokemon back in the Slumbering Weald. Perhaps you 2 can become new heroes. What, like some hero waving around a sword and shield? Pull the other one. Oh, I guess I'd fancy a shield if I had to take my pick. He will say sword in the other version. What kind of battle do you think the heroes had back then? Why don't we show her, Mike? Think we can pull off a real heroic battle? Yeah! Sonia treated us to a great meal. After that curry, I feel like I've got the energy to wrestle a beware! That seems ill-advised. I don't entirely understand your reasoning, but I might just as well see what you can do. I'll heal up your Pokemon for you, Mike. So give it your best. Considering it's been all cutscenes from here in the gym where you were healed up, time for a little exhibition match starting the future champion. And we have a battle with Hop. Somewhat coincidentally, it is the 7th Hop battle so far. And he is a notable trainer, holding a Hyper Potion, and he is back to his original Dubwool. Oh, I'm counting on you, partner. Yes, he has brought back his double from his first ever Pokemon. Double here, level 40, steadfast for its ability, with the moves Growl, Defense Curl, Double Kick, and Takedown. So, not exactly tough. Appa's in the lead here, and Hop literally used the only move he had that wasn't good against Appa, and he missed. Now that's a proper move. So, yeah, his double, for a Pokemon that has, it's not a super diverse moveset, but it's a diverse enough to get by moveset, just having it do all status, like 2 moves to lower physical attack or raise physical defense, respectively, so nothing against special attackers. Meanwhile, having a very weak fighting move at this point in the game, and honestly, a not good normal move, is just, I mean, Hop, you could do so much better, buddy. But next up is his Inteleon already. Alright, Ringo, time to go. So Hop's starter will, of course, be different depending on your starter. So, since I have Rillaboom, he has Inteleon, level 41. The starter will always be 41. Inteleon here will have the moves Tearful Look, Sucker Punch, Snipe Shot, and Liquidation. If you started with the Score Bunny, his Rillaboom will have Double Hit, Knock Off, Drum Beating, and Brick Break. And if you started with the Sobble, his Cinderace will have Double Kick, Pyro Ball, Counter, and Mega Kick. So, oddly enough, kind of a weak moveset for the starter here. It's not... Honestly, he was a little bit better with the starter's moveset back in the last battle on the bridge. So, odd pick for Hop here, but, Ringo's not complaining about yet another easy matchup again. That Tearful Look, lowering my physical attack. It's annoying every... Hey, the hell KO'd him! That's great! Oh, failed to get the one hit, but Sparky always levels up faster than everyone else. And wow, his special attack is really higher. Nature showing what it can do there. But yes, it is hailing in this battle, no matter what. It's just an auto hail because it's snowing here in Sorchester. So next up is his Corviknight. Well, Sparky, you know, I know that you just leveled up, but we haven't actually seen you in battle in a little while, and I went up with that good special attack to good use. You know. So anyway, he's brought back his Corviknight. It has now evolved. It was, you know, Corvisquire the last time we saw it. It is level 40, unnerved for its ability, with the moves Fury Attack, Pluck, Scary Face, and Drill Peck. So again, not the best of movesets for, well, Corviknight's not a very diverse Pokemon, but it is a Pokemon with a much better moveset than that. Drill Peck is honestly the only move on that set that it should have at this point. Also, it's a really good physical defender and just an okay special defender, so yeah. And meanwhile, we've got 2 more level ups going. Just leveling up like crazy here. Sparky gets buffeted by the hail, but that's okay. And next up is his Snorlax. Let's have... you know what, Chompers? It's been a while since you got a nice, tough opponent. Might as well give you one. So Snorlax is the only Pokemon that Hop has taken from his sort of trying things out teams. It's level 39 here, with Thick Fat for its ability, and the moves Crunch, Body Slam, and Heavy Slam, so a little more diverse than he was last time, but still not really, I mean, it's a Snorlax, it can have a ton of good moves. So, odd that it was his only choice, considering that he already has a normal type, so he doubles up on normal types for some reason. I was going for the flinch there, but I didn't get it. Oh well. Yeah, Rocky Helmet plus Hail is gonna make this a 2-turn anyway. So yeah, kind of an odd choice that Hop experimented for so long, and the only thing he took from it when he had a bunch of good Pokemon there. Like, you know, not all of them were great, but they had diverse move pools, they had diverse typings, and he went with the one he already has an inferior version of, but it's not that different, really. And next up is his Pincurchin, and Slippers, of course, gonna get the electric type. Pincurchin, electric-type Pokemon, obviously, and it's the only new Pokemon. Wasn't seen on any of his teams before, and he got me cornered, not even close. It'll be the greatest when I steal this win back. I admire your persistence, Hop. It's level 39, Lightning Rod for its ability, with the moves Spark, Bubble Beam, and Curse. You might be thinking, hey, it does Bubble Beam, but it's a slow Pokemon. And not a super dangerous attacker or anything else. Kind of an odd pick. Like, yeah, that actually did a decent amount. I am surprised. Yeah. I mean, not enough to worry about, but still decent. So, again, after all the experimentation, I really expected for this fight, when Hop puts things together, it's kind of him saying, I know what I'm doing. My original Pokemon are great. I don't know why I doubted myself. So he brings back his original team, which is great. It's good character design and good character development. But then he picks the worst of the options that he had, and then another new Pokemon that's never been seen before? Weird. I still can't even beat you, my true rival, but I think I'm starting to see the light. You are, Hop. Always counting on the Pokemon you trust most is the best way to go. Thanks, you two gave a right proper battle. At the rate you both are going, even the unbeatable Leon may be in trouble. So what's next, you two? I plan to look into things in the Slumbering Weald. I'm going to keep challenging that gym. Then once I get to the gym badge, I'll be heading for Route 9 to take on Spikemuth next. Okay. Seems like he finally shook off that gloom. Leon would worry if Hop wasn't feeling alright. As his rival, you wouldn't like it either, right? See ya. Sure. If that's what you think, Sonia. Sure. And I never remember if I get healed. I do not. Nah, that's fine. I will just heal very quickly off camera. Whee! I ran into a post. Alright, managed to heal, and now we are on our way past the exit. We are on our way out of Surchester and on to Route 9. Another new route. Now, let me tell you, even though Route 9 is currently here and there is grass with new Pokemon, I'm not going to be covering the new Pokemon found here yet. I'm also going to be doing my best to avoid the battles because I don't feel like getting into them right now. Because, as we get to the second part of Route 9, Surchester Bay, there's no way we're letting you anywhere near Spikemuth, and that means we can't let you go on to Route 9. It's Team Yell's duty to cheer on these lovely Dreadnought! We've also got to stop people from heading out over the water. Bob Bite? Dreadnought. Yes, I understand. All I'm saying is I can make it so that Rotom bikes can ride on water. Why, we meet again, my young gym challenger friend. Remember me? I gave you that bike. So, do you think you could do me another favor and teach these ruffians a lesson or two? It's our duty to protect Dreadnought! That means you're going to need to give up on the gym challenge. You look like you need convincing, so how about a Pokemon battle? Yes. I'll send you packing, for the sake of Dreadnought, of course. This is going to be real awkward in a second. Because if you're fighting for a Dreadnought, and yet you're going to be fighting against a Dreadnought, that's uncomfortable. I'm sorry. I'm not sorry. This is funny. But yes, Team Yell up to its... Oh my gosh! Wow! Counter! I legitimately did not see that coming! That's funny! Okay, well, Brooke, get in there! And, we're gonna... That Lineoon's going down to the hail anyway, so we're going to use one of our many not really necessary revives to help Chompers out. Wow, yeah, counter. Definitely... Yes, yeah, I know it would do it again. Definitely dangerous at this point. The Team Yell Pokemon are often strong enough to take a hit, and those Lineoon having counter can really impact things, as you just saw. As Brooke gains a level by literally sitting in the battle to do nothing. That's funny. Oh, but now you're sending in Pangoro. Well, Brooke, you just gained a level. But you know what? We haven't seen Brooke in a while, so I will keep you in, because not bag. because this thing is 4 times weak to fairy. Oh. And you have an answer to fairy types. Wow. Pretty good one, too. But Brooke hasn't used his signature move, like her signature move, in either a long time or ever. I don't actually remember at the moment, but that's Strange Steam. Yay! It was effective. I want to go back to Smite Moose. I really do. Get some money. Gah! He's gonna ride the Dreadnought! Oi, I've got an idea. We can get on Dreadnought first and ride it away. Alright, get a move on, Dreadnought. See you later, Gym Challenger. Bye. He's just like, nah, I'm just wandering around. Seems you've come to my aid yet again. How's the cycling life been treating you? Are you having fun? Wouldn't it be great if you could ride your Rotom bike on the water, too? That's why I'm going to add these special parts, allowing it to travel along the water surface, just for you! We re-obtained our Rotom bike, which can now run on water! Alright. With the Rotom bike water mode, you can cruise across the water like a Pokemon with Swift Swim. By the by, when you're riding it on land, we'll call it land mode. I don't think we needed to know that, but... glorious water bike time! Hi, Mantine. Or Mantike, actually. But yes, now our bike can ride on water, and that is actually the remainder of what we're going to be doing in this episode. I just want to... Appa's up next. Because there have been several areas in the game where there has been water that we were not able to access. And now that we have the water bike, we can actually go to all of these areas. So, yeah, it's time to take a mini trip around the world and see where we can go. So the first of these is, well, where I went, Route 2, with Professor... What in the world is her name? I have legitimately forgotten. Sonia's grandmother, the professor's house. So, here on Route 2, there are strong Pokemon in the water. You saw, I think it was actually a Barraskewda back there. But you can actually travel pretty far down here and get things like a Psychic Seed that boosts special defense on Psychic terrain the second it activates. Or the second the terrain is on the field, the Seed activates. And you can also get a free Water Stone. And even when you're on the water, you can Turbo Speed. So yes, the bike is fully accessible as it replaced Surf. And I actually really like that. I still like the Pokemon Ride from Gen 7 better. That was the best solution they ever had. But I love this concept that the bike turns into the Surf mechanic. It's kind of the old rumor that there was going to be a surfboard and a bottle of PP Max. Wow. Maxes out the PP that... Yeah, it's like using 3 PP ups at once, basically. There's also a Dreadnought there. Basically, it's just a good idea to cruise around the entirety of this little lake river thing here. Over here is Obstagoon. He is always going to be there. It's the only place in the game where you can... It's the only place where you can encounter a wild Obstagoon. You know what? He ran into me. Or it's the only place that you're guaranteed. He's always level 50, so he's not easy. But at this point, you can catch Pokemon of up to exactly level 50. And he's using counter. There is a legitimate reason behind trying to catch this thing. I'll give it a shot. I'll just give it a slight shot. Just because there is a reason to catch it. Even if you're not going to use it on your team, obviously my team has been completed at this point. I have no reason to catch it. If this KO... Oh no, he's using counter. Counter has minus priority. He's going to counter Appa. Appa, please take the hit. Okay, you survived. Excellent. I only have 3 Ultra Balls, but it's my best chance. And I don't really have any catching, helping moves anymore. And Obstruct. Yeah, that's nothing. Do I have anything better? It's not nighttime, so no. Alright, Obstagoon. Just stay on the ball. And let this be just a nice little quirky aside thing. Do you have any actual attacks? All he's shown so far is counter, obstruct, and taunt. Alright, after this I need to buy some Ultra Balls, I think. Because I'm gonna... Ow! Wow, so you actually have no means of directly attacking me. That is interesting. Let's see, then. I do have these timer balls. It hasn't been long enough, certainly. But you never quite know. Hey, it worked! Yay! My little anti-jinx thing worked. Wow! So that's why you catch him. For the experience. Monstrous amounts of experience. Apparently. Whew! I mean, yeah, it's a level 50 Pokemon. My Pokemon are not that high level. And Obstagoon is going right to the box. But yes, wanted to point that out. Obviously, that will be coming up in a later video as to why I caught it. And at this point, any Pokemon that I catch that isn't for the team, I think you know what it is. But but yes, all of the Pokemon over here they're the same Pokemon that you can find on Route 2, except obviously the Galarian Zigzagoon are a little more common, and I couldn't dodge them there. So, oh no, Slippers. You are not a good matchup. And they're also much higher level. Okay, phew. Got some very slow Pokemon on this team. But the reason to come here, TM69 Psycho Cut. Psycho Cut is a very good physical psychic move. So, if you're in the need of something like that, it's a really good time to go and pick one up. So, next area. Yeah, why not? We're going to do it. We're heading to the wild area. So, there are 2 spots in the wild area where a water bike, is actually useful. And, of course, my team got a little beaten up in the last little bit. So, we're just going to heal up there. We've been able to see this lake for ever. But we've never been able to go into it. And yes, I'm ignoring, like, items and dens and everything right now. So now we can finally enter the lake. Now, there are a bunch of Pokemon here. Gyarados is a common one. All the way that way, like, towards past the bridge. There's another way into the water, and you can often find Lapras there. I think it might be guaranteed. But on the shores here, rare candy are very common, as I just picked one up. There are lots of pearls and big pearls on the water's edge. There are strong Pokemon in the middle. This den often holds Dragon-type Pokemon. And, of course, that's a Haxorus right there. Wild Haxorus. So, if you're looking for something really good, there's also a TM for Air Slash. TM, not TR. So, Air Slash, very good move. And then at this tree, you've got a Fancy Apple and a Tart Apple. The Tart Apple is, of course, the evolutionary item for Applin. That we've seen it before, but, you know, now you can get one that doesn't require you to have an Applin already. So yes, it's called Axew's Eye. That's a nice little area in the wild area that you weren't able to access before. So, powerful Pokemon, good chance to get Dragon types, including just a Haxorus wandering around. I don't know, I didn't run into it, so I don't remember the level it's at, but if you're ever just in need of a really good Pokemon, there's one. And then, of course, the other section in the wild area that we are now able to access is right this way. The Lake of Outrage. So, off to the side here is where I'm going to go first. First of all, in the water are often pearls, pearl strings, big pearls. Ton of really good money items are often in the water, just everywhere. There's also a TM for Shadow Claw right over here. As well as some Pokemon in the grass. Oh, I didn't mean to run into you, Behem. Very strong looking. The Pokemon in the grass here are too strong to catch at this point. You have to have, well, in this guy's case, 8 gym badges, but often you need between 7 and 8 gym badges to catch the Pokemon that are in this area. So it's a little bit higher level than you can actually catch right now, but it's not, it's not too bad. Whoops. Pearl String, yep. Very high price to shops, including the little stow on side. Often they ask for a Pearl String. So just a good idea. I missed that one, but I don't really mind. Just a good idea to go here. Over here, your Pokemon we're going to be covering in Route 9. But free Focus Sash, very helpful to have a Focus Sash right there. That's actually your second one. And this little circle with the cool stone pillars. This is actually a reference to the Pokemon manga, where the stone pillars are... They're a big thing in the Yellow series. There's always going to be an evolution running around here. Which evolution it is depends on the type of weather. So, whatever the day's weather is. But on the edge of these stones, most days are going to be all of the evolutionary stones. It's not guaranteed to be all of them. I hadn't gotten a Thunderstone before, that's funny. It's not always guaranteed to be all of them, but it's always guaranteed to be some of them. And I believe that the first time you come here, it is guaranteed to be all of them. So, if you ever need an evolutionary stone, as soon as you get the water bike, you are never going to, have a difficult time getting them. There's also a lot of really strong Pokemon over here. This item, the Assault Vest, raises the special defense of a Pokemon, but prevents the use of status moves. They have to use offensive moves in exchange for a big special defense boost. Very helpful in certain situations, especially for all offensive Pokemon, which are very common in-game. So over here, just a very good area in general. There is also a brand new wild Pokemon who can appear here under certain weather conditions. Now, I'm not showing this off right now because you can't catch it yet. And I only really want to show off new Pokemon when you can actually access them. So that's why I'm not going into it now. But keep this place in mind for later. I'm going to be showing it off then, obviously. But, if you've been wondering where a certain Pokemon is, that's the only place to get it in its evolutionary line, at least until you get the expansion passes. Now, there is one other little area in here, actually two other little areas. I really should have just gone through the wild area. I kind of forgot these existed for a second, especially since how frustrating it can be to go through this place sometimes. But basically, there are really good items that can be found over here. Pretty much all of the, you just got surf stuff is about getting items. And a rare den, really. I waited 2 wild area episodes to find a rare den, and I never found one. And then as I'm circling through without the time to go over it is when it appears. But over here, we have yet another TM for Cross Poison. Good physical poison type move. With a high crit rate, and may poison the opponent. So, very good items, very good things come from having the ability to actually travel on water. Hey, look, a Gastrodon. There is just one other tiny space that I can surf or ride on water in the wild area. I will be there in just a moment. All right, here we are. Over here. Oh, right now it's a bear tick. Often it is a Gallade over here. And you get a TM for low sweep. Yay! Decent fighting type move, as well as good places to get big money mushrooms. So that's all the places in the wild area where you can... Well, I mean, you can kind of surf all around here, but there's not, like, any specific ground with rare items that you can't reach. So the next place that you can find water is over in Turffield. If I ever manage to land. Okay. And I like that when you fly, you stay on the bike. But over here in Turffield, you get this little path. Always going to be a Crawdaunt right there. It is a high-level Crawdaunt. And a TM for Solar Beam. So again, really good TMs kind of all over the place here. And as we continue along our journey, we're going to go to Hulbury next. Because in good old Hulbury, even though you can't actually ride your bike in the bay, which I understand it. Still a bit of a bummer. But in Galar Mine number 2, there are water patches. Now, most of them are just, for aesthetics. But this one, not only can you find Gastrodon there, you can also get the TM from Mudshot. So, good special ground type attack. Not super powerful, not earth power, but lowers the opponent's speed, and it's just a good little, special move. Also, I'd like to point out, if you... Wimpod! You're supposed to run away from me! If you started with a Sobble, you may have noticed at this point that Inteleon's moveset has been a bit limited. At this point, he's basically only going to be using Water-type moves, and if you've got an Ice Beam TR. Air Slash and Mudshot pretty much just round out his moveset. He can use both of them. They're both special attacks. They're both really good coverage moves for him. So I highly, highly, highly recommend, if you start with Sobble, go around, get the Air Slash TM, get the Mudshot TM. They will definitely be worth it for you. It's just a really good way to do things. And then... Was that it? Was that everything? I feel like I'm missing something. No, I'm not. That was it. That was all the water. Which means we are done with our watery adventures of water things. I don't know. But yes, basically, anytime in any Pokemon game that you get the ability to travel on water, it's always a good idea to just sort of go around the world and see what's new, see what you missed, see what you weren't able to access before that you can now that you have the water access. And that's going to do it for this part. Next time, we're going to be exploring Route 9 proper. We're going to have new Pokemon ratings and, of course, be able to use our fancy new water bike on the route that was built for it. So thank you so much for watching, and we'll see you next time for more Pokemon Sword version.